Alright, you guys. Let's try to get this game done. Mango, kitty! Meow! Whatever, dude. I didn't want to pet you anyway. Alright. money. I'm glad I didn't run all the way over there. Let's try the other way. Whoa!
Cold out tonight.
Cold out tonight. Bit cold out tonight.
We'll give the watch a taste of their own law tonight, brother.
And the Iron Tyrant a taste of his own progress.
Hey!
Wish there was a sluice nearby.
Every night it's the same. He stumbles home drunk. He takes whatever he can get his hands on, then he pawns it off to pay his gambling debt.
Oh, Libby. Libby, where's Mother's wedding ring?
He tried to take it last night while I was asleep. I was so scared, but I just pretended. I hid it. When he passed out, I climbed into the balcony and hid it in a crack by the chimney. God's willing, he'll never even remember I had it.
Oh, Libby.
That shit's mine now. That wedding ring is mine!
We'll give the watch a taste of their own law tonight, brother.
And the Iron Tyrant a taste of his own progress.
My back's hurting bad.
How do I... Oh, wait, what is that? What?
There must be a way out of this city.
Mark my words, Orion's got a crazy look in his eyes.
He's not crazy. He's passionate.
I don't know. I saw him give this speech and he started shouting and stomping. But he never blinked.
How did the crowd take it?
Look outside.
What happens when I open that box?
What are you doing out here?
Waiting for a storm that'll wash all this away.
Winnie! Productive how?
What happened to our reinforcements?
I am your reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We can't wait if they catch us out here.
These bastards aren't going to spare us a cart.
They destroyed the keep.
We held it as long as we could. Now pull yourself together.
I wonder if the Baron actually looks like his portraits. Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I'd welcome some warm coffee.
Chewy coffee beans. I'd kill for a cup.
All my years. I wonder if the Baron actually looks like his portraits.
Let me see. I went through thousands of pages of research, but damn. I can't do that kind. I wish I could, dude.
I need to sleep. My neck aches.
We'll nab every lifter in the city.
Rats everywhere.
Should have left years ago. We'll nab Grab every lifter in the city. Hang 'em all up in a row.
I'd welcome some more coffee.
I wonder if I can kill this guy.
Wonder what they put in the sloop.
What's happening to this place?
Have a look.
Ooh.
Sawtooth arrow. Broadhead arrow.
Choke arrow. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Hey, turd butt, what are you doing? Where is that? Bring Azzy here. All right.
We're done.
I need to get over to that guy that's up top. Oh, I can't get out that way. This dude's just jamming out in here. What is this guy doing? Is he like trying to steal shit out of the wagon or what?
The gloom's taken so many already.
I'll take this.
Rats everywhere.
Worn out.
Oh, come on, dude. Fuck it, let's go.
How did she find him? Should. He might have seen someone. Hey, can't be sure.
This isn't right. He disappeared. You'll be found soon enough. Waiting for me to get tired, are you?
How are you up?
What the hell? Dude, what the hell? Ugh!
What happened to our reinforcements?
Are you fucking
I am
kidding
your
me, dude?
reinforcements. There's no one left.
What do we do? We're caught. Wait if they catch us out here.
It's bastards.
Alarm! Someone was just taken out!
Let's cover each other's backs. I've been waiting for this.
I'm in danger! Somebody help! You hurt bad! Someone help!
Next time, just let me steal the shit.
A fine piece.
Which sucks, because if you think about it... Dude, Kathleen Kennedy is a piece of human garbage, dude. She's the reason all like Star Wars died. It's all of them, dude. It's... You know what I mean? It was the whole... For Star Wars and Marvel both, it was like the whole feminist takeover and just like the politics and all this other crap, dude. It was... Like, nobody wanted that shit. Not even women wanted that shit. Women weren't going to watch those movies to see an independent woman. They were going there to see big, bulky, buff dudes save people. I've watched so many videos on YouTube of women that were like, bro, this shit is, it was like, I don't know, dude. It just seems so ass backwards, man. And I don't get it. The only thing that I can think of is that they were intentionally trying to kill it. Like, if I'm going to watch a movie, dude, I don't want politics. And I get it. Comics and music and art has always been somewhat political. But entertainment is supposed to be a reprieve from everyday life. Like, I'm going to be entertained, not to be lectured about how much of a piece of shit I am because I chose vanilla over chocolate or something at the ice cream shop. You know what I mean? Like, look at what the first Marvel movies were about. The whole in the Infinity Saga, everything up to the snap, and even including No Way Home right after the snap. It was everybody coming together and saving the universe. That's it. That was pretty much, it's like Independence Day. Everybody just coming together, putting all our fucking differences aside, and just saving the universe. That was like the moral of it. And then you get into all like these freaking micro, I don't know, dude. Like, I really hate politics and all that other shit because it's so divisive. And to be honest, that's one thing I've really come to notice over the past couple of years is that all this stuff that's going on in the world, it's being used as the tool to divide all of us, to keep us weak-minded. It's to keep us all fighting with each other instead of like looking, hey, these people are all screwing us over. And I don't get it. Like, if you don't like the modern Marvel movies, oh, well, you're a bigot. You're, what do you call it? You hate women and all this other shit. And it's like, bro, we didn't have a single problem with Mila Jovovich in The Fifth Element. We didn't have a single problem with Sigourney Weaver kicking alien ass. We didn't have a single problem. Dude, we watched Stranger Things last night, the new season, and when I saw Linda Hamilton's name pop up, you can even ask my kids. I was like, oh shit, Linda Hamilton. Bro, because she's a fucking beast, dude. Like, she is an 80s action icon just for the Terminator alone, not even including Terminator 2, for just the Terminator. She is a fucking 80s action icon. Strangely enough, did you know that Linda Hamilton actually has, Sarah Connor has a twin sister that is one of the world's best cellists? And for Terminator 2, they actually hired her twin sister to do the whole T-1000 scene. You know what I mean? Where she's mimicking, or the T-1000 is mimicking Sarah Connor. That's actually Linda Hamilton's twin. That is wild to me. That is so badass, dude. Like that, and that, like Kate Beckinsale, dude. Nobody was bitching about Kate Beckinsale, dude. We all loved Kate Beckinsale. You know, Mila Jovovich again with Resident Evil, dude. That's not. It's when you have shit like She-Hulk, dude. She-Hulk was so disgustingly bad. We used to sit and have family night every night, and we'd watch a TV show together. A lot of it was Disney stuff, Star Wars, like The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett and all this other stuff. We got like 2 episodes into She-Hulk, and I was like, nope, we're done. We're done watching this shit. I don't want my daughter thinking this is what women are supposed to be, and I don't want my sons thinking that that's what they're supposed to be as men, because all the men were either portrayed as weak and dumb or evil and fucking and monstrous. You know what I mean? Even the Hulk was like, he was dumbed down and weakened so much for that it was just disgusting to watch, dude. Hawkeye was like the only decent one that was it, like his character overall didn't get totally shit all over. I'm honestly shocked. Oh, well, they did with Multiverse of Madness. They made the female Captain America, Peggy Carter. Dude, that to me is probably one of the worst TV shows of all time. And it destroyed. It was like everything else that had happened after the Infinity Saga and before that. I was like, all right, you know, they're trying something new. You know, and I took it with a grain of salt, and I was like, I'm going to just power through it. And then when She-Hulk came out, I was like, no, I'm done. The last thing that I watched that was Disney, that was Star Wars or Marvel. Actually, well, yeah, that was either Star Wars or Marvel, was Andor. Andor was amazing. I didn't even watch The Acolyte. I refused to watch it. Everything that I've seen from it, like all the things that people they totally shit all over Star Wars canon, and the whole story of Anakin being like the chosen one, it's just that all went. None of that is special anymore. Anakin being born of the Force is no longer special. Andor was the only thing that I've liked. Dude, the Book of Boba Fett, trash. What was the other one? Not Skeleton Crew. I can't even remember the name of it, dude. Oh, Mandalorian Season 3. That was trash. The Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian Season 3. What is the Jedi Tales or whatever? That was trash. It was just... I don't know, dude. And the multiverse of madness. If you look at the multiverse of madness, right? Look at everything. See, and this is one thing that really bugged me. None of us in the nerd world have issues with female leads. Okay, that's been proven time and time. Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games, Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, Sigourney Weaver in the Alien movies. You know what I mean? Mila Jovovich, Kate Beckinsale. We don't Sucker Punch. I loved that movie, Sucker Punch. That movie was badass. We don't have a problem with females in lead positions or positions of power. We do have a problem when they are standing on the backs of everything around them and they didn't have to earn the power that they received, but yet are demanding respect at the same time. She-Hulk was a perfect example of that. But let's look at Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, okay? You have this character who was an awesome character throughout all of the series. I really liked Wanda's character, and I loved the fact that it was the twins from Full House. What the hell is there? Mary-Kate and Ashley, Elizabeth Olsen, that's her name. I really loved her portrayal as the Scarlet Witch. I've always had this thing for the Scarlet Witch, even when I was a little kid. The fact that she was Magneto's daughter and like the whole lineage and Quicksilver's brother, and she was like what's her name was her cousin. I always dug the X-Men, the genesis of X-Men and like the family trees and all that, and how everybody was like kind of interconnected somehow, and you could like see it was like looking at your own family tree, you know what I mean? And going back, you know, Elizabeth Olsen's portrayal of the Scarlet Witch was fucking amazing, dude. I loved it until it got to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. All of a sudden, she has this. I even liked WandaVision. I'm not gonna lie, I liked that show. I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it was a cool take on these characters. Okay, but she had these kids. She mentally created these kids. Never had these kids. Took an entire city hostage over imaginary children. And because she fell in love with a robot, not even a real human being, a robot that can be rebuilt and was rebuilt. They showed that at the very end of it. Okay? And went to war with the entire universe. Actually, she started a war with an entirely different universe, right? By going in and killing everybody. You know, Mr. Fantastic and Black Bolt and all that. Like, she essentially said, okay, boom, I declare war, and now my universe, even though they don't want to, is going to go to war with yours. Because she lost imaginary kids, took an entire town hostage, and her robot boyfriend was shut down, essentially. I'm not even going to say unalived, because he was never alive. He was a damn robot, right? Look at everything that, let's take Thor. Okay, what'd Thor lose? Thor lost Jane. Thor lost his home planet. He lost his father. He essentially lost his brother because, you know what I mean? He's never going to be able to hang out with his brother again because his brother's fucking holding all the timelines together. Okay? He lost his mom. Okay? He lost thousands upon thousands of close friends and relatives because of Ragnarok. He didn't become evil. You know, he didn't start a war with another universe. You know what I mean? He started drinking a little bit too much and he got, you know, he kind of let himself go for a while. Okay? Let's look at Bruce Banner. Okay? Bruce Banner unwillingly became a participant in a split personality disorder experiment, essentially, in which his split personality was wiping out entire cities, yet he had no control over it, and everybody blamed him, and he became essentially the scapegoat for everybody's anger, right? Everybody hated him because he, oh, yeah, and he lost his wife, right? He didn't, I mean, he went to some weird planet and became a champion, beating people, but he was a prisoner there, you know? Oh, yeah, he was held prisoner there, right? It's not like he could leave anytime. He had to stay there. They loved him because he was awesome, but still, he was a prisoner there. He wasn't allowed to leave. And yet, when he came back, he didn't do nothing. He didn't kick it off with another country. He didn't kick it off with another universe. He didn't kick it off with another planet. Instead, he figured out how to better himself, right? Tony Stark literally sacrifices himself to save the entire universe. Yet, you know what I mean? Captain America, bro. Captain America lost everything he loved. Everything. He got sent to a totally different time period, right? Lost everything that he loved. And the woman that he loved, he had to sit there and watch her take her last breath 70 years later or whatever, right? Knowing that he didn't get to live that life with her. On top of that, his best friend unalived his old best friend that was like a brother to him, unalived his new best friend's parents and got caught in the middle of their shit. He didn't kick it off with another galaxy, right? And that's what I'm talking about right there. You know what I mean? Like, that really pissed me off when Scarlet Witch went from this like badass, headstrong character that was a little bit lost because she had her brain tampered with by Baron Zemo, but came to realize what the right thing was and overcame that. And all of a sudden she reverted back into this, even though these kids were never real, they were a figment of my imagination. And even though this thing is a robot and I fell in love with it, I'm going to just go and I'm going to fucking kick it off with an entirely different fucking galaxy. And I'm just going to go kick the hornet's nest and handle business, dude. I was like, dude, all that development over the past 15 years just went right down the shitter with that character. I couldn't believe that they did that. It was so irritating to watch. I was like, dude, all of that progress that they made establishing her as a main character just got flushed right down the toilet, dude. And the only thing that I can think of is that they intentionally tried to tank both those franchises because big people like Francis Ford Coppola and what's his name? The other guy that directed The Departed, Martin Scorsese, and directors like this that didn't like superhero movies were starting to whine and bitch and complain because they weren't getting to do their little mob films and stuff anymore, and it was really screwing with their pocketbooks. Because if you notice, a lot of these big name directors that were directing outside of these franchises didn't like it, and they were all speaking against it, and I feel like they have something to do with it because they were like, I don't want to direct somebody in a cape. I want to direct somebody getting shot in the face, yeah! Like, I'll be one of the first people to say it. Godfather is an overrated franchise. There, I said it. Overrated in my opinion. So overrated. You come to me. Shut up. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. I would rather watch Apocalypse Now than that shit. But I would much rather watch Apocalypse Now than The Godfather. I'm gonna catch a lot of shit for that. People are gonna be like, you don't like The Godfather? What do you mean? It's amazing. So was Casino. So was Goodfellas. So was Once Upon a Time in America and all those other movies. I think Casino is a much better mob style movie. I even thought The Irishman was pretty good.
Suit yourself.
That's my rant for the day. That is my rant. It still hurts, dude, because I watched two of my favorite franchises crash and burn, and it's like losing a piece of your childhood, you know what I mean? I grew up reading those Star Wars books, like the Bacta Wars and Shadows of the Empire. Oh my god. If you were a Star Wars fan, you need to read Shadows of the Empire, bro. Shadows of the Empire was such an amazing book, dude. Oh, it takes place between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And in the Return of the Jedi, when Leia goes to Jabba's palace in that bounty hunter outfit, it talks about how she acquires that outfit. And it talks about, like, the Black Sun that's led by this guy named Shizor. And he's like this weird reptilian dude that has very, like, potent pheromones. And he uses his pheromones to, like, take control of governments and shit like that. And it's got this guy named Dash Rendar, which is essentially like Han Solo's semi-replacement, and he flies this ship called the Ebon Hawk. But dude, it goes into detail of how Luke made his lightsaber and all that, the one that he has in Return of the Jedi. So it follows his story along, going in and finding like the crystal and all that shit to build his new lightsaber. Bro, it is a badass book. Another good book is The Darksaber. So The Darksaber is about the Hutts somehow acquire blueprints for a Death Star, right? And they end up building their own Death Star style ship called the Darksaber. And that's another badass one. The Jedi Academy trilogy was another amazing book series. Like, all these old canon books were badass, dude. And then I watched it all just get... Dude, Tales of the Bounty Hunters, bro. IG-88. Amazing fucking story, dude. All of the bounty hunters that are standing there when in Empire Strikes Back, with amazing scene, by the way, when Darth Vader is like wanting to hunt down Han Solo and all that, you know, the no disintegration rays. That whole scene, all of those bounty hunters that are standing there, the book is about them and the tales of them. And in fact, in old canon, as the Death Star is being blown up the second time, there were 4 IG-88 units. IG-88-1, IG-88-2, 3, and 4, and so on and so forth. The one that was on the ship, they were all interconnected with each other. And the one that was on the ship with the whole no disintegrations scene, that was number 2, I think. And as the rebels were getting ready to blow up the Death Star in Return of the Jedi, the 4th unit actually went in to plug into the mainframe of the Death Star and essentially become its brain. And as it was plugging in, that's when the rebellion blew it up. Crazy ass story, dude. Tales from Mos Eisley. And I think there's another one, Tales of Tatooine. Just, dude, amazing books, dude. Amazing books. The Thrawn trilogy. Let's see, what else?
The dawn is coming, and I'll be there to greet it.
great books, and you know what I mean? Growing up with all these books, and then all of a sudden you get to be an adult and you're like, oh yay, they're gonna start making all these books into movies. Nope. Nope. Instead, they decanonize all of it, and then they begin to shit all over the entire franchise, dude. Are you talking about Star Wars Battlefront?
I need a drink.
Empty.
I need a drink.
Renegade Squadron. One of these days, Winnie, you're gonna have to show me how to work with computers. That way I can start like making videos.
Hungry as a...
Something's different about you. Wait, I've got it. You don't stink of sweat and piss.
I just rolled Polly Adler, the sweetest smelling dock frock in the skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months.
I waited 5. She's worth it.
I know.
I don't know, dude. It just sucks, you know what I mean? Because I look back and I remember the first time that I watched Star Wars. And I remember just being blown away by all the cool stuff that was in it. And going through Empire Strikes Back. You know, to me personally, Empire Strikes Back is probably one of the best films ever made. And you look at this whole... Well, forget this, dude. Just go and look at the deal being signed between Kathleen Kennedy and George Lucas. And when George Lucas signs the piece of paper, look at his face. His face is like... It was like he just watched his kid die. You know what I mean? Like he had this look of just total and complete utter sadness. And despair. It's heartbreaking to watch. It's almost like he was forced into that position. Like he didn't want to be there, but somebody... Even like Mark Hamill, dude. Mark Hamill, when they were asking him a bunch of questions about the Disney trilogy, and you could see him and the shit that he said, and you could tell that somebody from behind the scenes was pulling the strings, because he started changing it up real quick like. I can figure out Zoom. It's been a long time. Oh, what the hell?
Photographed perfume from a foreign country.
The skin market. I guess her perfume's still clinging to me.
Lucky bastard. I've been on her waiting list for 2 months.
I waited.
My kids they heated up some leftover Thanksgiving food. It's making me hungry.
You look almost human, Basso.
You can survive what they serve here, you can survive on anything. How's the hand?
Sore.
I have some.
Like your pride, I'll bet.
Wonderful attractions, eh?
That shit bucket needs to get what's coming to him.
I need a favor.
Oh?
You still have your boat?
Oh, I'd get a room here if I were you. Find yourself a nice gal and bed down until this whole thing blows over.
I need to
What
do
is
a
a
little
carnival with
research.
no
Tools
attractions,
of the
eh?
trade.
It's about Aaron. I need to get across to the Moira Asylum.
Just let me know when you want to go. I'll be there.
Would you help an entertainer in need?
If you're buying, I'm selling.
If you're buying, I'm selling.
If you're looking for extra coin, I got some jobs you can help me with. Best contracts in the city.
Whoa.
I'll be a penniless joke.
I have something
The
that might
worst kind.
interest you.
Easy gold for a lifter like you. Now that's a good one.
Oh, shit.
I knew you'd like that one. Now that's a good one. Easy pickings for the best thief in town.
I'll be a
Over
penniless
here.
joke.
I'd wish you luck,
The
but
worst
you don't
kind.
need it.
I have something for all your nefarious needs. Ooh.
That's, I think, this maximum. Actually, you know what? I've been doing pretty good without it.
Pleasure doing business.
What is that? Jacob! Knock it off. No. Oh my god.
Oh, good sir. Now, the first item I'm missing, a talking skull. Oh, your kindness would bring a man to tears. They'll tell stories about you, Sirrah, I'm sure. Wherever would a man of low morals auction an ill-gotten prophetic skull?
I know just the place. The Black Market.
I wonder if you can do multiple quests at the same time. I'm gonna take them all out. I'm only gonna do a couple of these. I'm not gonna try to get them all done.
Who's that moving back?
How the hell do I get up there? Lift!
Levax Den. The way money changes hands in this city, I've probably stolen these coins 10 times before.
What the hell? Ha! Money, 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 money. Money. I can't wait until the night.
I'm done here, and so is Eddie's business. He'll be leaving town on the river soon enough, in a boat or under one.
Did you scope it out? The Watch City Council building?
Sure did. Security's tight, like you guessed.
And the Baron's bust?
Solid gold. Worth a fortune, even with Northcrest's sour face attached. The problem is the bust's locked up at night with this special security mechanism.
Shit. Too risky. I'm calling the job off. Let some other thief hang for trying to steal the Baron's bust.
Gold chalice, baby.
I'll give him a bottle gas wide as his big mouth.
Taking them all out. I don't want any of these dudes walking around the city. I've already been right here, yeah. Alright, how do I get over there? Tonight, more Arkham City, or Arkham Origins. Damn it.
All we get from it is a swig of Troy's miracle.
Little Lucy. Riverside takes care of its own until it wants something. Then all bets are off. If her killer was a South Quarter girl, she wouldn't have gone far, and she'd still have the necklace.
Why didn't I do that the first time? Arkham Origins!
Comfort's necklace. This should put the teeth back in her smile.
Hello? Yeah. Streaming. It went good. I'm gonna be done here in a few minutes. If you want me, I can call you back in a few minutes. Okay. Love you. Bye. I wonder if there's an upgrade that allows you to move faster while you're carrying a body.
My senses now.
Bring you down! Stand, brother!
What the hell?
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
I don't get it. What does it open?
Something feels wrong.
key.
Why does it hurt?
My head's been throbbing for days now. Hey, what's going on?
Come out where I can see you.
Wasn't anything after him. If he's smart, he learned to fear the Graven.
Yeah. Really? Nothing? It's just a hiding spot? That's wild. That didn't make a lot of sense, but alright. Sniper, what's up, man? Yeehaw. Oh, that's that stupid... the hiding spot. How the hell do I get up here? I still don't know what that damn thing unlocks, dude. It opens up something.
Seems White Sail's in on the black market. If your cargo's listed as contraband in this city, that's saying something.
Where? I didn't see anyone.
We've a dangerous one on our hands!
What the hell? Ah. Ha ha ha.
That's the place cleared out. I'm not in the market for new enemies, but if I know the eel biters, they'll blame each other. I can't tell if he wrote this before or after he caught the gloom.
So, yeah, the story is kind of convoluted, but basically, it's like you live in a steampunk era, and there's this shit called the Gloom, which it's like the Black Plague, right? And it's going around, it's wiping everybody out, and there's like this group of rich people that like they're hoarding all the resources. So there's people like you that go around and they steal shit, and they ultimately create this, I guess, like how you would say, like a thieves guild, right? And then the government they kind of like push back against all this, and they really punish people who are in this guild. By the death penalty. But at the same time, there's also like what the hell? There's also like this whole group of people that are like getting ready to rebel against the elite. And so you are going around, and you were like, you have this, she's like your little sister. And something happens to her in the very beginning of the game. And you end up like disappearing for a year. When you come back, you find out that she's gone missing. And now you're like trying to figure out what happened to her. And then through all this, you end up, you're like one of the reasons that the rebellion ends up kicking off. Because you go and like some of the shit that you steal gets blamed on the wrong person. And then so shit ends up like cracking off. But I'm pretty sure the game came out. Wait, what the hell? If I remember correctly, the game came out like right around the same time the PS4 did. Because it came out for the PS3 as well. I need to go eat something, dude. I'm starting to get like... What the hell? Where's Poem Fragment 1? No, I mean, you do rob from the rich, but it's not like Robin Hood. Like, you're keeping that shit for yourself. I can't find the first part of the poem fragment. I'm gonna hop off though, because my stomach is starting to grumble, and I need to go get something to eat. But I will be back later on this evening with Arkham Origins, dude. I cannot wait. I love this game, Arkham Origins, and I had quite a bit of fun starting it last night. So I may be back on a little bit before that to do some Dark Souls 3, because I'd like to knock out some of that as well. And man, I really want to hop into Death's Gambit or Fist, but we'll see. I don't know. With that being said, we only have one more day of November. We got, well, the rest of today and tomorrow, and then it's whew. All right, you guys, I'm out here. I'm gonna go get some food. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll catch you guys later with some Arkham Origins. Until then.